Hello and good day. Welcome to the ACE channel where we look at some of the products that is on sale from us. And today we will be having a look at the Icom IC F1000. Comes in a nice packaged recycle box. The IC F1000 in our case is VHF, and I suppose the UHF version of this device will be the IC F2000. Few booklets in the box, neatly packaged, as you can see. Let's have a look what we have. We have the transceiver itself. We have the antenna, charger cradle, the belt clip, the battery, and of course the transformer for the charger. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what we have. If we start to look at the device itself, we will see that it is an entry-level simple device. I like the fact that it has a nice flat feature. I can see immediately that the battery latches in behind the chassis. I do see that they have a slight raised edge there, and it has a normal MX type connector, 2 side buttons and a plastic PDT. What I do see is that the mic is not part of the speaker, and that you just need to bear it in mind when doing a leather carry case for it. Probably a tricolor LED with an emergency button in the middle. I don't like the fact that you could still damage the radio when you drop it. That's just a comment I see immediately. See, there's a funny texture on the front. And just touching it with my nail, I can see it has already left a mark. So I'm not too crazy about the textured design, as it'll scratch very easily. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what else do we have here. The antenna supplied in the VHF version is doesn't specify anything, but it is a Icom antenna with the little red ring on it, which tells you which band it is and which split it is. The antenna is very long on this device, very long. Next up we have the battery. Let's have a look and see what is in the battery, and we can see this is a 1570 milliampere hours. Ample power for this device without a display. Nice and thin. I like the latch design on it. It is quite neat. What I do not like about it, just having a look at the battery itself, is the fact that the belt clip is plastic, and it slides into the battery itself. And as you understand, and I've mentioned this before, it opens up the chance that it could be clipped in and actually slide out, and you could lose the radio. Nevertheless, I like the design of the latch that latches in on the metal part of the device. It latches in on the metal and not any plastic part. However, at the bottom, as you can see, it needs to slot into a plastic part. So mixed feelings about what they've done. If you drop the device and it cracks there, the battery will not stay on. Then your metal design latch here will also not work. And then I do see, and if I bring it closer, that the latch is actually kept in place by a raised edge on the radio itself. So yeah, what I mentioned earlier on, that the belt clip can slide out if that latch gets worn out, is a fact. However, Icom seem to have solved it by making the battery fold in behind a slightly higher edge on the plastic there. That's overcoming the problem. One negative thing I must then indicate is the latch on the bottom, which I do not like. It is really a poor design, where if the battery cannot latch into those two positions anymore due to a crack because it's been dropped, it could cause the battery not to be as secure as it should be. Of course, you've got your accessory adapter holes on the side, which is covered with a nice neat cover, but has got some screws in it. And yes, overall I do like the Icom radio. It has a nice feel to it, it has a nice fit, and yeah, well, let's have a look and see. If we switch the radio on, it has a nice non-Chinese voice to it.
2, 1.
It actually sounds very nice.
2.
It's not the shouting of the Chinese voice that you usually get from the Chinese devices. Okay, so there you go. We have a tricolor LED there, and yes, overall impression of the device, I think it is not bad quality. It is not too bad. It has a nice fit. It feels nice. It does have a long antenna though, so yes. And also what I do not like about the device is this textured front. That will scratch very, very, very quickly. So therefore, I would maybe rate this a rating out of 10. I would give it overall, from what I see, what I experience, I will give the radio an impression maybe of around 7 or 8. Okay, well, let's carry on and have a look at the charger itself. The charger cup is a BC213, and Icom seems to have, for every different battery, they have a different cup, different charger. I don't exactly know why they do it that way, but let's see. This is a BC242 transformer, and for the sake of this video, let's just move it forward. Once we have all the bits out, yeah, because they supply this to many markets, they don't send it with the actual adapter pins. You get these for the different markets, so obviously the American market, the European market, and every other market has a different set of pins. And for us, I will use this one and see if I can get it fitted. Let's see how difficult it is to actually fit it. Okay, it wasn't too difficult. It was quick and easy. I think for an end user that is not too difficult to do. Okay, let's move everything forward, plug it in. There is no light on the charger itself, the transformer. What I have seen is they commonly use these, which is actually very good, and which it makes you easy to adapt it. If we look at the transformer voltage, we can see, if we can get a better focus there. Yeah, let's see if we can get a focus. Wow, this is actually very difficult to get a focus. Yeah, I cannot see, and it is so small. Difficult to focus, they say. Difficult. It's very small, very, very, very small. Okay, there you go. 12 volt output. I cannot really see. It looks like about 1000 milliamps. Now the camera has gone totally wonky. Okay, There you go, we're back. So this makes it easy for a solar site. I can make a 12-volt adapter. I can make a 12-volt adapter for the car. I think they put this in for maybe just not to have noise through the mains. So it's easy to make an adapter. However, I know that there may be a problem if you want to use this in a car where it's not sturdy enough, but we'll have a look at that now. Let's see. If you apply power to it, there is no indication of power. Guys, as mentioned before, I don't like this because as if this thing, if it just sits there, you have no knowledge as to whether it is working or not. Okay, let's have a look and see. If we put the battery in, yes, it is alive. There is actually some power there. It indicates a state of charge because it's red, and I suppose it'll go green once it's full, and yellow if it's unchargeable. If you put it in, goes to red immediately. And yes, it seems to be a decent fit, very decent fit. No tolerances there for error, and you can easily fit it in. There is a chance that you can maybe put it forward and it doesn't go in, but once you just put it in, it actually works very well. So yeah, I would give this, you would even be able to mount this in a car, and it would stay on. Even on the side, the battery would still be charging. So I like this design. What I do not like is the fact that there is no light to indicate that there may not be mains power. But apart from that, I do like it. And the overall impression, like I say, I think I would go for an 8. Just saying that the design on the bottom I don't like, and also this design on the front I'm not crazy about. There you go, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe and share the videos. If you do want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. If there's any other products you would want me to have a look at, you can certainly have a look at that. Thanks for watching. Be safe.